Chest, not literally though. Try to talk with your chest.
Okay, so let's get started with our top 5 Nick picks. So today we're gonna talk a little NFL football later, but for right now, top 5 Nickelodeon shows of all time.
Why are we discussing Nickelodeon?
Because so the reason why we're gonna talk about our top 5 Nickelodeon,
I saw it trending on Twitter,
is because today, for the first time ever, there was an NFL playoff game being played on Nickelodeon out of all channels.
Yes. And that don't make no sense to me. Like, why did that happen?
Why is it barely happening?
So
that's
why is it barely happening? So this weekend, you know how this year they added 2 more playoff teams?
Yeah.
So every wild card weekend is supposed to be 4 games, and this week was 6 games. So the NFL made like way more money this year by adding an extra game.
But it's smarter on their part.
So I don't know what happened with that deal, like the extra game. Did they make a deal to like streamer? They bid it, like what network they wanted it, or did they try to do like, the kids network? Maybe we'll get more kids into football by playing it after SpongeBob.
That's smart.
I don't know.
I don't know, but that's
I don't know why it happened, but today was the Bears and the Saints played on Nickelodeon, which is pretty random.
Couldn't have chosen a worse.
Saints, goddammit. Yes.
Because they're like, adults are not going to watch that game, so let's get the kids to watch it.
Fuck the Saints.
I'm an adult. I watched that game.
So anyway,
top 5.
Nickelodeon started trending, and people are talking about their favorite shows and memories from Nickelodeon, because it's kind of a dead channel since all the kids now watch Netflix. But so what's your 5, Izzy?
Oh man,
do you want to go one at a time, or you want to go?
Let's go,
5?
Mike 2 first. No, I'm just kidding. The least important motherfucker
is well. Are we gonna start at our number 1?
Number 5.
Number 5. For number 5, I got Cat Dog.
Number 5 is Cat Dog.
For me, it was Cat Dog.
Why do you love that one?
Cat Dog, honestly, it was the one. It was the intro. I fucking love the intro. And 2 was just like the randomness that they got into, how they made, I don't know, I always loved it. I always loved their whole situation. The fact that there were only like 2, it was one person, but cat and a dog.
Yeah.
So it was a person that was
that show was wild, bro.
That show was wild.
That
show was
some
crazy.
Fucking drugged out shit.
Bro. Who the hell came up with that?
Their mom was like, or their mom and dad was like a big beast and like a frog.
I remember that.
I remember the reveal was kind of underwhelming.
It was really strange. You can say it was strange.
It was weird, bro. Yeah. The whole whoever the writers of that show was.
Honestly, I don't fuck with Cat Dog. I never fucked with that show.
I used to like it when I was a kid, but it's not one of my favorites.
That's why I put it top 5.
Top 5 because it was too weird for you. It just fucked the other.
It was really good. I liked it.
Okay, I was gonna say. I don't know if it's in your top 5, so I don't want to mention it.
It's definitely an age thing, I think.
I was going to say, because you're talking about weird, then you got Rocko's Modern Life.
Oh, yeah?
That was up there.
So what's your number 5?
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Nice.
I don't even know what that one is.
No, where it would be like a different group of kids, and they sat around a campfire, and then they would throw like something into the fire, and then they would tell like a story. It was kind of like Nickelodeon's Twilight Zone.
It was like Goosebumps type thing.
Yeah. But to me, this was better than even Goosebumps. Like this.
Yeah, those were actually fucking scary.
Yeah, was it like some of those were like they would go into like some monster home, they would try to eat them? Was that Goosebumps? I'm kind of
I don't remember.
But
I'm telling you, it was kind of like a Twilight Zone. Each episode was different, so there was no like continuity between it, and that's what I kind of liked about it. And it would actually scare me, and so my mom would be like, "Well, then don't watch it," and I would still watch it.
So good.
It was such a good show, bro. And there was a few like celebrities that were on it back in the day too. I just don't remember who.
I don't remember that show. I will have to see some clips on YouTube after this.
I can't remember the guy.
If I could find that show, I'll probably start watching it.
That sounds cool though.
It was dope. So that's my top 5. Plus, horror movies is my favorite genre.
No, that's your 5th one.
That's your 5th one.
That's my 5th. Yeah.
My 5th one is Drake and Josh.
That's a good one.
That's number 5. That's number 5 for me.
I missed that one.
Whoa, take it easy, man. Honestly, I never really saw too many episodes. That's around the time when I kind of stopped.
It's like, are you calling me a liar? I ain't calling you a truther. You say truth and one of the.
I'm with truther.
I know when you said that, I was just thinking Drake and Josh the whole time, bro.
Hell yeah.
Drake and Josh. I mean, so many amazing episodes, and I mean, it's just like an iconic show. That how many
launched the girl from iCarly.
Oh yeah,
Miranda Cosgrove or something like
that. Miranda. Holler at me, Miranda Cosgrove. If you're listening, I'm single. I have to do that. I know she's not listening.
Ariana Grande was cracking on the side too.
Fuck out of here.
Get him on that.
That's automatic. Death sentence. That's a 5 to 10 on the streets.
That's 5 to 10 on the streets. I love that. I love that shit. Oh, man.
So yeah, Drake and Josh. That's my My number 5.
That's a good
Izzy,
one.
was your number 4?
We're on number 4. Rugrats.
Rugrats?
Yeah. Yeah. Rugrats always got to be
Number
there, man.
I fuck with Rugrats, but I don't know. I feel like that shit was whack.
I liked Rugrats because that shit cradled me as a child.
Well, we all grew up
watching
watching it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was always
that's true.
watching
I
that.
fucked with Rugrats.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's some good storylines.
Yeah.
Chucky Finster, fucking Tommy Pickles.
Yeah, that was a good. It was such a
Film
good
Girl.
cast.
Yeah.
Once they introduced like Dill, the quality started to go down, but it was still pretty good.
Quality was high up
No,
because they started making movies.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But
it got so
that's
huge
true.
that brand was
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, and I can't lie. I went to the movies to watch.
I
that.
watched the one where
definitely.
Tommy like says no at a church in France or something like.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Paris.
Rugrats going to
Yeah,
France.
when Chucky's dad's
He's gonna get married to some lady.
And Stu makes the
Coco.
big old reptar.
Yeah,
Coco LaBouche. That was
Coco
her name.
LaRouche.
Coco LaRouche.
yeah. That
She was gonna
I
marry that
watched
fool. She was rich. Could have married anybody probably.
Kimmy's mom was better.
Yeah, Kimmy's mom.
Yeah,
She was
Rugrats
cute.
is cool, and I'll take it back.
Chaz
It's a lot
was
of good
I
stuff.
fucked with it, and I liked like when they would do little shit like when Tommy would be like Indiana Jones, or that was in the
Yeah,
movies
that
too.
was in the
but
movie.
they had such like it reminds me of like stuff that I would do when I was older, like just all these different scenarios. But I could like place myself like when I was there. But I remember playing Indiana Jones with my brothers
Yeah.
when that shit was fun.
The Halloween episode was great too. The one that had where his parents like made a whole Halloween maze.
Oh,
And they had
yeah.
people blindfolded and had them
Yeah.
like they made spaghetti for like worms.
They
or some
also
shit.
had good like sad moments. Like they touched on a
yeah.
lot of stuff that was actually pretty deep.
Bro,
Like
I don't remember a lot of
movie-
episodes.
like Tommy when he was like sad because his parents started paying attention to the new baby, and then
Oh, I remember that.
yeah,
Yeah,
like they had a bunch. Chucky's mom, the episode where
yeah. I
that
guess it gives you the perspective.
Yeah.
Maybe what would kids be? Well, adults are doing.
Oh,
the
yeah,
adult
it
shit.
had a way
Chaz.
of like touching into your. Well, I mean, we were all kids anyway, so but it had
Yeah.
a way of like bringing you
What's your number 4?
rocket power.
Oh
Rocket
damn!
Power.
I
Rocket
missed
power.
out.
I
I-
love
I-
sports.
I love Rocket Power too, but I left it out of my top 5.
Yeah.
Really?
I used to tell myself, you know what, Rocket Power. I used to think it wasn't gonna crack my top 5, but I was thinking about it recently, and I'm like, bro, that show used to just have me laughing, and I loved like the sports aspect of it, and it just reminded me of like hanging out with my friends and just doing all kinds of shit. Like I remember like trying to skateboard and rollerblade, and I was like, Rocket Power was it inspired a lot. And Twister, that dude is fucking funny.
Yeah, Rocket Power
And
was sick. I wish
ancient
I was
Hawaiians
like a
always say.
skate. That was during
Oh.
the time when skating just became so popular. When they had the Tony Hawk video games
Yeah.
dropping,
Oh,
X Games was
hell
coming
Bro,
out.
yeah.
and then Tony Hawk was in an episode. I thought that
Yeah.
was the coolest
Tony
shit.
Hawk was in an
Yeah.
episode.
It made Squid cool. Like it showed it was like a nerd kid, and then they did that for like they made him like one of the most important members. Like he was the goalie.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he
hell yeah.
was. Yeah,
That
you're
fool was
right.
badass.
No, there was that show.
Street
was dope.
hockey. That thing like hyped up street hockey.
Oh,
like a
hell
motherfucker.
yeah.
I
People
Like
fuck with
living in a
Rocket Power, bro.
cul-de-sac.
Yeah,
It made street hockey that much like more fun because it's just like, oh damn, why didn't we just set up like that?
yeah. I
You know?
gave people
I
ideas.
fuck with Rocket Power.
Yeah.
Plus,
That's a
it
good
wasn't
one.
too like over the top. Like sometimes you like a little bit of like, I guess reality in your cartoons.
You
But it
got
was like- it
sand
was
in the
just cool.
potato salad.
Yeah. Oh my god. I still say that to this day.
Fuck
You want
Yeah.
to keep it more grounded.
Yeah,
reality.
and I was like, Rocket Power is just badass, bro.
Yeah,
I
that show
agree.
was cool. I could see them making some kind of movie of those in the
They should
future.
make a comeback,
like
something.
a live action
Oh, live
Netflix,
action?
live action Netflix show.
That would be hard.
Not a movie.
They'll fuck it up, but damn, it's
Nah.
it'd be cool to see.
Fuck nah, they're gonna do justice. I hope.
Nah,
Hey,
they would definitely fuck it
They
up.
messed
but-
up Death Note and Fullmetal Alchemist.
Yeah, but Rocket
Who's
Power's
with
not
me?
that.
Who's with me?
Rocket Power's not that.
My number 4 is SpongeBob SquarePants.
4?
Number 4.
Oh.
Nice.
It's just my personal favorite.
Nah, I got you.
So SpongeBob, I mean, that shit's just it's still going on. They're still making new episodes today.
do
bro.
they really? I thought
Yeah.
it was
yeah,
over.
they do.
God damn.
They make new episodes, and every week on Twitter, like a new meme of
Yeah.
SpongeBob like becomes viral. Like it's probably the most influential cartoon
Bro.
ever. Maybe
Most
SpongeBob
memed
co-
ever.
it's the most.
It's up there with
so
The
relevant.
Simpsons
It's
at this point.
Pokemon,
Yeah.
Simpsons,
In terms of like
SpongeBob.
memes and stuff.
and
yeah.
just like globally. I don't know how it is globally, but it's
most
at least here for
quotable show, I would say.
And
to
it's
this day.
pretty
yeah.
ridiculous. Like it's a sponge
so
living
funny,
under.
bro.
It's so stupid, bro.
It's
like a
so
squirrel.
They
is-
pushed the whole city somewhere else.
It's iconic. It's iconic.
It is.
It's a pop
Definitely.
culture like mainstay, bro. Like it's up there with, to me, It's up there like Star Wars is up there, like how Star Wars is people's. I wouldn't say SpongeBob is somebody's religion, but like
Hey, you never know.
But motherfuckers love SpongeBob. Everybody too.
Everybody knows SpongeBob.
Everybody.
Were you with me when we went to Lowe's and then I was I said something about Patrick and then someone's like, "Wait, did you just quote SpongeBob?"
I think so. I just don't remember what you said.
No, this is Patrick.
Oh,
while we were walking by the door, and they're like, "Wait, were you guys quoting SpongeBob?"
Okay, yeah, that was when we went to the one that's by Walmart.
Yeah, the Lowe's over there. Like that shit was funny, bro.
Yeah.
That's funny.
No, it was the tile spot where the red
was a tile shop.
Yeah,
it was somewhere.
There. It was funny.
Yeah, like it's just quotable. The memes are amazing, and they still make it today.
There's a meme for everything.
Really is. I mean, I haven't watched the last like 10 seasons, but when I remember I watched every single episode, the movies, all that, the classic shit, bro. Like, that's my number 4. And the only reason I don't have it higher is because I like the other 3 just personally. But SpongeBob I think is the biggest show out of all of them.
And I'm very random, so SpongeBob, that shit touches my soul. Like, I love the random humor, and it's adult shit.
Who's your favorite character from SpongeBob?
Damn, that's
hear that absolute silence.
I actually my favorite character is SpongeBob. Hard. I love SpongeBob. Yeah,
the innocence.
Fuck no, just Patrick was my favorite.
Patrick,
I hate Patrick, bro.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
It's just the milk spilling. I don't know, but my favorite SpongeBob, because SpongeBob is just able to just make every day the best day ever to him.
That's true. Like, he's always optimistic and happy.
I fucking love that guy.
I guess that's the way we should do life.
Yeah. Fucking SpongeBob has a god complex. No, I'm just kidding. Got myself a I got myself a ripped pants.
You gotta make a remix with SpongeBob.
All right, what's your 3?
Number 3. All right, Fairly Oddparents.
Ooh, that's a good show.
Yep.
Fairly Oddparents.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what it was about it, man, but I just liked. I always liked coming home after school with fucking Fairly Oddparents was on, and I was like stuck to the TV.
The theme song.
The theme song was great. But I think just the amount of shit that they just did, like just being in Earth and then being in Fairy World, and then they introduced the anti-fairies, and the whole comic book hero aspect of it. So like they just developed like a whole bunch of
Chip Skylar, the
Chip Skylar
culture.
Yeah. Oh my god, my shiny teeth in me. Oh my god,
they were still a hit. They were very random too. And I kind of like that shit too. And then when they would have like running jokes,
it makes you wish that you had freaking parents. You wish granting you wishes, and then this will waste his wishes on some dumb shit. You're like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah, and then Mr. Crocker was such a good bad guy just because he was all tweaked out.
He was all twitching.
Yeah, and his ear comes down to his foot. And shit.
That thing on your neck, is that your ears?
Oh, I know. Norm the Genie.
Norm McDonald.
Bro, I see. Oh fuck. I didn't put Fairly Oddparents in my top 5, but like that's one
of the ones. Okay, that's my number 3 as well. I'll just say.
Oh yeah. I got a lot of love. I got love for that show.
I love that show.
That show is funny. My favorite moment in that show though is just the hi, I'm Timmy and I stole from my mom's purse or whatever. Or something like that.
It was always like lessons, right? It was like lessons about kids, like
and those who had shit babysitters too, like it kind of shined a light on that too.
Yeah.
Keeping parents aware, like, hey, there are like two-faced people.
Yeah.
And you're hearing when you're there.
Yeah, and Timmy's dad is funny. The way that fool hates his neighbor just because he has a good life. Just because he's like, that was a good show. Damn.
Yeah, it was great.
Cosmo's amazing. That's what
Cosmo was great.
Cosmo,
Jorgen von Strangle.
I know. I dressed as him for Halloween like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really? Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
I painted my beard white.
That was hard.
Dude. Damn.
Yeah, that was dope.
My number 3 is Rugrats.
Okay.
Just because of like a lot of the things I already said, but I've always loved the Rugrats, and I remember having a video game of the Rugrats and having them on VHS, like when they go to Las Vegas. I just always liked it.
Well, the Vegas episode was great. I forgot about the Vegas.
Yeah, I just always thought it was dope, bro.
When they were on the Viking ship.
Yeah, and it makes me laugh just the way they talk, like when Tommy like found like a nickel or something like that, and then Lil, one of the twins, she's like, "Wow, you're in the bunnies." Like, you're in the money, but she's like, you're in the bunnies, and I just thought that I like shit like that. Shit was funny.
Responsibility.
Yeah, or like me, bro. Like when we go outside, like when it's hot, what do I say? Oh man, it's hate.
Oh,
It's hate out here. It just
Yeah.
makes me think of shit like that.
That's cool.
Like, I like that show. But yeah,
Rugrats.
Well,
my number 3 is for the Oddparents. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, we just said that.
number 2. What's your number 2?
Hold on, let me get it again.
Like, I forgot. Like, what's my number 2?
Oh, you guys ready for this one? Because it was like my favorite fucking theme song. Angry Beavers.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I did not like that show.
Dag and Norbit. Yeah, hell yeah.
Angry
It was
Beavers.
like more, of course, it's always random as fuck. But it was great, man. I was really little too, so like the understanding on some of the episodes was like a little foggy. But I still remember just watching, just sticking around just to watch these two cats.
Yeah.
And then they had like a homie who was never really a homie, but he was there. It was Stump. Stump. He was just a little fucking stump that they carved, eyes
Oh
into.
yeah, I remember that.
And then
I watched it, but I never really.
I was always sticking around.
I don't remember much from it, if I'm being honest,
neither.
but I did watch it too.
Yeah,
I remember watching it, but I don't remember a lot from it.
It's a blur.
Do they stream any like Nick shows anywhere?
I remember there's this channel, if you have DirecTV, I think it is, and they show a lot of the old Nicktoons shows.
But there's no like.
I don't think so.
Who owns Nickelodeon? I don't even know.
I couldn't even
don't
tell
know.
you.
Comcast?
No, I'm just kidding.
Pepsi.
Fucking yeah.
Coca-Cola.
The NFL now.
Guerrero tortillas.
Guerrero
They have a
tortillas.
monopoly on the tortilla game.
What's your number 2?
Hey Arnold.
Hey, Arnold.
Nice.
Hey Arnold. That used to be my number 1. But Hey Arnold, bro. Okay, so Hey Arnold lived in the fucking ghetto, bro. Like that motherfucker lived in the projects. They went to
He
public
lived in Brooklyn,
school.
no? Was it Brooklyn?
I don't know. It was supposed to be. They said what city it's supposed to be, but I forget what it was.
That was Brooklyn.
But yeah, and it's like a melting pot, different races, different, and it would touch on different characters, like
Mr. Kakashka.
Yeah, there'll be
bro.
episodes in different.
So many good episodes, bro. The Christmas episode, reuniting Mr. Wynn with his daughter.
Oh, that was a good episode.
Like, Hey Arnold, fucking bro. Like
The whole
If
flashback.
anything, it's my one B.
That's one, like how you're saying, it's more realistic. Like,
Yeah.
not as
Yeah, but it was funny. Like his
That's-
grandma was fucking over the top.
and then going in the roof and hanging out, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that's just like
Or even
everybody's
just to
dream.
have his fucking room.
With
Yeah.
His room was
Yeah.
like
And the scary.
goals.
How about the scary episodes they would do? Like the
Oh, yeah.
episode where they found the glasses and it belonged to a scientist who died there.
Oh yeah.
And then the ghost shows up at the end. Like, fuck, bro. Hey Arnold. Like, and I'm a sucker for horror
the
movies.
Ghost
so, yeah.
Train.
No, it's
Yeah.
because they felt like real stories. You know,
Yeah.
it was like real stories. It was more.
Pigeon Man
it wa-
episode.
Oh, the Pigeon Man, the
Monkey Man.
crazy homeless guy or whatever.
Yeah, but he was deep too.
Mr.
Like
Smith.
he just like he didn't like people, bro, because people were fucking shitty. And then
Some
Monkey
good life
Man,
lessons in there.
Monkey,
Pigeon Man died at the end of the episode, didn't he?
no, I don't know.
I don't remember.
He flew away, but fucking
Allegedly.
fucking Monkey Man. It was a superhero that used to get bullied, so he would like protect people throughout the city.
Yeah.
And then when he started to get a little bit of fame and power, he forgot where he came from. So that was a pretty good message right there.
Stupid kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hey Arnold has some.
Hey
I
Arnold.
kind of left. I forgot about it, Hey Arnold. I left that on my top 5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I thought that was going to be your number one.
Leaving some
Dang.
good ones.
Now
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Now
bro.
I feel like I.
What's
fucked
your
up.
number 2?
My number 2 is Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, I
Jimmy
forgot
Neutron,
about that
bro.
show.
I fuck with Jimmy Neutron.
I forgot
Like,
about that show.
I remember since I watched the movie, like I came out like 1999
Oh my
or something.
God.
I watched and then just
That's where I first heard about the Ramones.
the Ramones.
Yeah, it was from that.
It had one of the best soundtracks,
Yeah.
and then when they make all the like roller coasters fly into space, bro,
Yeah,
that's
that
just
was
crazy.
so
that show
cool.
was bad.
The
I like that
explan-
show.
The explanation of why they can breathe.
He's
and
like,
shit.
"Oh, this is why you can breathe," and
And
then
then-
they just cut.
Carl singing some stupid song or
Yeah.
whatever. It's hilarious.
I like that show too.
That show is bad, bro.
Fucking
Like
She.
there was an episode where like they would chew gum to read a book.
Yeah,
I've always
I
found
remember.
that,
I remember that.
It was like, he created a salesman to sell. Was it like cookies or some shit. I don't know.
Bro, shows were
remember.
so creative,
dude. That show was like it was so smart. Like there's some shit I don't even know. Like there was just some quantum.
They even had that crossover with Fairly Oddparents.
Yes, bro. I remember
that was bad.
Like you were saying, going after school to watch Fairly Oddparents. I remember like, oh man, the crossover, and it was a couple episodes.
Yeah, that was a while. I was hyped
episodes.
for that shit.
That shit was dope. And then the animation was similar, like how they did it was cool.
Just to see the Fairly Oddparents like that was dope.
To see Jimmy Neutron in like 2D was pretty dope, honestly.
And then like when Vicky's taking him to school and he's like, oh, based on the speed and the direction, you're not gonna be able to slow down in front of the school. And he's like, slow down. He just tosses him out the door.
I know. Vicky was my favorite character in Fairly Oddparents.
Terrible babysitter.
Do you guys ever hear that theory about Fairly Oddparents? It was like a theory about the Jimmy. I don't know. I mean, Timmy was like a mentally handicapped kid, and then he had 2 goldfish, and he would like picture that in his head, and then that Vicky was actually a good person, but in his head she was like the most evil fucking person ever. And then it was like it was like one of those that go viral on Reddit. Like someone wrote out like, I remember it was like 2-3 pages of like this.
Jesus Christ.
That's one of the ones alternate, like where the Rugrats are dead. And
type of shit like that. Yeah, it was one of those. I was like, God damn, that shit got dark. But Vicky was dope. So that's my number 2, Jimmy Neutron. Going back to Jimmy Neutron.
Number 1.
Like, the purple slurp, bro. Like the purple drink. Fuck, I always wanted to get some purple soda because of that show.
Yeah. Fucking
like that show is just amazing. I mean, the best sidekick, you have a dog, but he's like a fucking robot that does everything for you. Like that's sick, dude.
Always wanted a robot.
Jimmy Neutron was hard.
And then he's got his like underground bunker where he does everything, like
poop bolts and stuff Jimmy like Neutron, that. That I might need. Because he's like, his dad's like, it's a lug nut. I just needed this shit. My number 1, it's kind of like Mad TV-ish. It was like the first introduction to like almost like Mad TV stuff where everything was like a skit. And it's Kablam.
Oh, I thought you were about to say all that.
Nope. Nope. Kablam. Cartoons, man.
Kablam. I liked Kablam.
I loved Kablam.
Prometheus and Bob.
The action heroes.
Action League now.
Action League now. Yeah. There you go.
That shit was dope. Kablam was a good show.
Fuck yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Man.
You remember that shit?
I don't remember it.
No, it was like they were like comic book characters, but then they would cut to skits, and like one of the skits was like action figures, and they were like superheroes. One of them was just a big naked guy.
What? Yeah,
I don't remember that.
There was another skit that's a girl. It's like cardboard paper, almost like animation, and her skits were pretty funny. There was one of like an actual girl's face. She had like freckles and stuff. I can't remember their names for the life of me, but I was always stuck to that shit, man. It was one of my favorite shows, and whenever they did show it, I was like right there, front and center. Yeah, right there, front and center, bro. Yeah. It was a good time.
Okay, my number 1. First of all, I want to shout out Cousin Skeeter, Keenan and Kel, and all that for having the best theme songs, at least. TLC. Julio, TLC. Fucking Cousin Skeeter was just hard. My number 1 is SpongeBob. It's SpongeBob just for all the reasons we were saying, bro. Like, it's still so, like, I haven't seen an episode in years, and I still, like, remember it like yesterday, bro. Like, I was watching it, and then I liked all the... Like, my favorite character in SpongeBob, besides SpongeBob, is the blue fish, the one that, how many times must we teach you this lesson, old man? Or he's also the big meaty claws. And then it's so many fun. It's just so funny, like this. And then my leg, like how many, like everything about SpongeBob is funny.
The chocolate episode.
Yeah, I wanted to be SpongeBob.
Excuse me, young lady. Is your mother home? Is like something like, Mom.
The fucking the marching band.
He said they're selling chocolates.
Mayonnaise an instrument like that.
Oh yeah,
that SpongeBob to me, it's just like
then Plankton trying to steal the formula as a storyline.
Well, I can't read.
No, I liked when it was reversed. When Mr. Krabs was trying to steal the formula and he was naked. And Plankton was the boss.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
Great.
And then Mr. Krabs is like sneaking just like a crab and
shit. Or just so many funny episodes of SpongeBob. So many funny moments inside those episodes.
The one where he steals the money.
He burnt
he paints the money and it's like a tiny drop. The whole house just turns into a mess and it's just going crazy.
I was all stressed out for them.
I know, bro.
That's all you could remove it with your own spit. Fucking asshole.
And like I don't know, like SpongeBob, it's like it's one of those things that even just goes beyond the show, like how we're just talking about it right now.
It just transcended culturally, bro. It's one of those top shows ever.
Like I want those Kyrie Irving SpongeBob shoes. I want all of them. Like those are so bad. Like SpongeBob is just like it's just gonna be with me forever. I love SpongeBob.
And SpongeBob is just like I said. It's one of those like Star Wars, Pokemon. One of those what do you call them? IPs, like intellectual properties that just transcends whatever it was. So this is TV show transcends it. It's just culture.
Yep.
NBA players wearing SpongeBob shoes, bro. Like that already tells you. Like it just doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It just transcends culture. My number one is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I had when you said that I knew.
I fucking love that show, bro. Like
I never seen it, bro.
You've never seen Avatar?
One episode
all the way through now.
You've never seen it either?
All the way through.
That surprises me because you talk about that show like that shit's the gospel, and
it is the gospel.
That show is bad, bro. Like it has everything, all the elements. It's like I love fantasy. Yeah. So it's like fantasy, but it's also grounded in reality. So it has a lot of real world implications. So a lot of the bending powers. It's actual real life martial arts from different parts of the like Asian
I remember reading that before.
And like the Fire Nations based on the Japanese empires, and like the Earth Nations based on like the Ming Dynasty in China, and like you have different the Airbenders are like it's so dope, bro. Like
I gotta watch this.
The first season because you're learning about the world, it's more kid friendly and the budget wasn't there. But then second and third season, fuck, bro. Second season's so deep. And then third season's pretty badass too. And then the final like 1 hour special, like where everything goes down, some of the best fighting.
So there's
sequences.
3 seasons?
3 seasons. Okay. That's it. And
they're pretty. How many episodes a season?
I think like 20?
24.
Yeah, I could watch that. I could knock that out in no
time. They're 20-minute episodes because no commercials. If you just stream it, it's like 20-minute episodes. It's fast.
Yeah. Well, I just rewatched 7 seasons in the league, so I'm pretty sure I could do that. Pretty sure
no, bro, we just rewatched it a few months ago.
Watch some shit like that, though.
I did.
Oh, the league or
both? Any show.
Yeah, Avatar's my favorite, bro. Yeah. Like I was so disappointed when they released the live action with M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh,
that shit was so garbage in the movie theater. That shit was so trash. But anyway, yeah, Avatar's my number 1.
Avatar's good. You know what? They never made an Avatar video game that
they did like one,
but an open world one would be the hardest.
Yeah, I think they should.
They're working on one.
Oh, well, they're making a Netflix one. They're making a Netflix Avatar show.
Oh, really?
It comes out. It was supposed to come out 2020.
Live action?
Live action, but it's a show instead of a movie. So the problem with M. Night Shyamalan was trying to cram 20 episodes into one hour movie, and it failed so bad. So this is a fleshed out live action season with the original writers. I don't know. It might still be trash, but I don't know. I'm hoping.
I feel like Netflix
doesn't miss that much.
Overall, does a good job with like the source materials of things because like
it's all about budget.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure it has a big budget since it's so popular.
Well, look at the Riverdale show that they do. People love that shit.